So we're doing the dollar store first. I'll show you what I got. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. I've got, and the only thing about the dollar store book hauls is that I'm just gonna admit it now. Judge me if you want, but most of the books from the dollar store are cover buys. It just is what it is. I saw the cover and went, ooh, that's pretty. And that was it. I got it. That happened with quite a few of them, but some of them actually sound really good. I'm in the middle of reading one now and I love it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It could be good. It could be like a lot of DNF, but it was only $1. So you can't beat that, right? You just can't. Okay. So let's start with this one. We Are Lost and Found. We Are Lost and Found by Aline Dunbar. So it says, "We're fine, I say loudly and more confidently than I feel. Just keep walking like you belong here." That's my life story. That's what I do. And that's what we do, because we belong to the city and the city belongs to us. And we have each other, and Becky is going to try to maybe make things work with Andy, and James is opening a show, and I'm falling in love and done being dismissed, and everything seems possible. Like the fact that this could be a good book. I'm about it, guys. I love me a teen read, if you hadn't noticed, from like my book collection so far. Oh wait, I still need to share that with you about it. But yeah. Look at that pretty inside orange. There's no pictures. Sorry to disappoint some of you. I know that disappoints my husband every time. I don't think I've ever read this author before. She lives in Nashville. Alright, so I thought that looked good. We Are Lost and Found. If any of you have ever read these books, please let me know how they were. The next book is called Stolen Things, a novel by R.H. Herron. I thought that was really pretty too. Another cover buy. They're all cover buys, y'all. I was like, these are nice covers. I'm getting them. But this one in particular, I was like, I remember reading like what it was about, looking at my husband and him being like, nope, and me being like, it really sounds like it could be crazy. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it. It says, it's a sensational crime. A missing teen and a mother and daughter with no one to trust but each other come together in their shocking debut thriller. Lori Ahmadi has worked as a 911 police dispatcher in her quiet Northern California town for almost 2 decades, but nothing in her nearly 20 years of experience could prepare her for the worst call of her career. Her teenage daughter, JoJo, is on the other end of the line. She is drugged, disoriented, and in pain, and even though the whole police department springs into action, there is nothing Lori can do to help. What? Like that alone, like sucks me in. And that's what I'm talking about when I looked at my husband and I was like, whoa, and he's like, nope, don't do that to yourself. It's going to make you sad, and it probably will, but it sounds like really intense. And I'm curious. It almost sounds true crime-ish. It reminds me of you, Linda. Could be good. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. Anyway, Stolen Things. Alright, our next one is the one that I'm currently reading. This is by Lauren Saft. This is actually her debut novel as well. Her it's like Mean Girls. Like, it's this generation's Mean Girls, because this generation is like so grown in comparison to like my generation. Like, my niece is 14, 13. God, but she's going on like 34. I'm telling you, she's grown. Like, 14-year-old me was probably still playing with Barbies or some shit. I don't know. But like, yeah, this is this generation's Mean Girls, and I'm really just hoping that by the end they learn how to be nice. I don't know. I have no idea, but it's like, it's a train wreck, and I think that's why I'm hooked. At the same time, the writing is particularly well too. Like, it's just really well written. Yeah, it sucks me in. I don't know. But I think it only got like 2.5 stars on Goodreads. So, and a lot of times Goodreads is pretty accurate. Not always. Not always. But a lot of times. I got this one from the dollar store, which I was shook by. And sometimes this happens. I'm gonna explain what I'm talking about. This is called The Lucky Ones by Liz Lawson. Liz Lawson. I don't know if you guys have heard of this author before. You may have. She's got a TV show even called One of Us is Lying. She's the author of One of Us is Lying, so she is a pretty big author, best-selling, right? And this book was at the dollar store. This happened with a Sarah Shepard book of mine too. I found a Sarah Shepard book at the dollar store. For those of you that don't know, Sarah Shepard wrote, what's that TV show? That's awful, isn't it? Oh, Pretty Little Liars. She wrote Pretty Little Liars. That became a TV show on CW, I think. Fox, CW, I think it was CW. Anyway, and I found a book of hers at the dollar store called The Elizas. And it's like, it's awful. It's so awful. I'm like, I might be halfway through it, but I've been reading it for like 4 months, I'm telling you. And I keep telling myself to just DNF it, or maybe just set it off to the side and come back to it, which is what I'm doing right now, because the main character is just so dark. I can't relate to it. It's morbid. I don't love it. So hopefully that won't be the case with this one. I've not read One of Us is Lying. I don't think I own it either. But I feel like I started watching it and was curious and then couldn't finish it because my kid came in the room or something. I don't know. Anyway, it says May is a survivor, but she doesn't feel like one. She feels angry and lost and alone 11 months after the school shooting that killed her twin brother. Whoa, I didn't even read this. That's crazy. May still doesn't know why she was the only one to walk out of the band room that day. No one gets what she went through. No one saw or heard what she did. No one can possibly understand how it feels to be her. Zach lost his old life when his mother decided to defend the shooter. His girlfriend dumped him, his friends bailed, and now he spends his time hanging out with his little sister and the one faithful friend who stuck around. His best friend is needy and demanding, but he won't let Zach disappear into himself, which is how Zach ends up at band practice that night. The same night, May goes with her best friend to audition for a new band, which is how May meets Zach, and how Zach meets May, and how both might figure out that surviving could be an option after all. It could be good. It could be good. I think that sounds bananas. I'm curious how realistic it's gonna feel. Like, all of it just hits so close to home lately with all the school shootings we've had. Yes, America, we gotta get it together. We need to be better. It's too much. Okay, I've also got some more lighthearted one called Super munition weapon storage area. I think there's an abandoned tank previously used by Warpath. Yes, that's G.I. Joe guy from the 80s. Oh my god, you're a genius. Can you tell I did not read this before I picked it up and went, oh, this is gonna be cute. It has a catchy tagline. Dating a hero isn't always super, but yeah, the back doesn't sound awesome. I'm sorry. That sounds silly, stupid, but Claire has always wanted to work with a superhero, from collecting Warrior Nation cards as a kid to drafting what to say to a hero speeches in her diary. Now she's landed a coveted internship with the Chicago branch of Warrior Nation. She's ready to prove she belongs, super or not. I'm guessing this is gonna be quite stupid. No offense, Crystal, sorry, but it's probably gonna be dumb. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably need it. I got, let's see. I swear this is a big one. But I got this at the dollar store. But it's a big one, isn't it? I feel like I've heard of this before. The Vanishing Season. New York best-selling author Jodi Lynn Anderson. Sometimes it's the haunter who's haunted. Girls started vanishing in the fall when Maggie and her parents moved from bustling Chicago to small remote county, Wisconsin. Maggie thinks she'll spend a year reading classics and killing time until college. Sounds ideal. That plan changes as soon as she meets Pauline and Liam. Soon they're inseparable, stretching out the love between two childhood best friends to fit over all three of them and their grand dreams. But what starts as an uneventful year suddenly changes. Someone is killing teenage girls, and the town reels from each new tragedy. And as the dynamics among Maggie, Pauline, and Liam shift and collide in irreversible ways, they all will experience love and loss hand in hand. But only two of them will survive the winter. Da, da, da. Watch out. And somebody left their Publix receipt in here. Which makes me wonder if maybe I actually got this from Goodwill. I'm not sure. Oh, what is that receipt? That's from, oh, May. It's not my receipt. I don't buy that stuff, but that's okay. Anyway, let's see. This is definitely a cover buy. Almost like I needed it to put on my shelves and look pretty. It's called Sea Witch Rising by Sarah Henning. It's gonna be super stupid, but it's fantasy, and sometimes I love that. Though magic can shape life and death, the one thing it cannot control is love. Above the sea, Rune's twin sister, Alia, is about to die. According to the deal Alia made with the Sea Witch, she has only 2 hours left as a human to win her prince's love or perish. Does this not sound like The Little Mermaid? Like, all I can hear in the background is a little bit of like but Runa knows the prince isn't capable of the love her sister needs, so she makes her own bargain with the Sea Witch. She takes her voice. I'm kidding. The prince's life for her sisters, and prepares to bring Alia back onto the sea, whether she likes it or not. Below the waves, Evie has spent decades dwelling on the events that turned her into the Sea Witch, long enough to formulate a plan to save herself from a murky fate. But challenging the order of the sea will take power she doesn't yet have, but she will do anything to get. Can she gather the magical elements she'll need before the politics above and below the sea collide? Told from the alternating perspectives, this epic fairy tale retelling of The Little Mermaid is a romantic and heart-wrenching story about the complications of sisterhood and the uncompromising nature of magic. The cost of redemption. Fun, y'all. Fun. I don't know, it's got a pretty cover. I like it. What on earth was going on? I was 16 years old, almost an adult. I was a sensible person, for heaven's sake. Was I seriously sitting here with an antique book, wondering whether there was really such a thing as magic? Yes, that's enough to catch me. Oh, and I like the pages. I always love when books have like these uneven pages. Gets me. Stuff about books just gets me. Do you want to know one of my favorite things about books? One of my favorite things about the library as well is the smell. I love the smell of books, especially old books. I love the smell of old books. It makes me happy. Okay, I've got three. I've got 3 books left from the dollar store. We're almost done, guys. This one is Tell Me No Lies. Hashtag Erica Thorne Obsessed. This one I think is another sequel I'm not stoked about to Follow Me Back. Yeah. Agoraphobic fangirl Desart has finally left her house only to trade one hiding place for another, but she can only stay out of sight for so long before she's forced to face the deadly consequences of her past. I don't even know, after I kind of like, it's got weird. The way that it's written is really strange in some places. I don't know that I'm gonna love that. Like it's written like you're reading a text message back and forth. So we'll see. There weren't a lot of details here. It says, no one knows what happened to pop icon Erica Thorne. His Twitter account frozen, his cell phone cracked and bloodied, buried in the snow. But Snowflake 734, Tessa Hart knows the truth, but she's finally left her Erica Thorne obsessed days behind. She has no intention of ever touching her Twitter app again. But Snapchat, that's safer, right? Is Snapchat still a thing? I swear my niece told me it was. It was like, Snapchat was never a thing. It was a thing, I'm sure. I just never got into it. Snapchat was never my thing. Let's just put it that way. 2 more. Melissa Ostrom, The Beloved Wild. My father's hand came off the table, palm up, a bewildered questioning hovering. That doesn't read right. But you can't really want to go, can you? You love it here. I know you do. Why do you want to leave? He was right. I didn't just love it here, I adored it. The beauty of the seasons, the comfort of its rituals, the way the land fed and fostered us, providing the conduit through which each of us communicated with each other without having to say a word. Had I ever truly in my heart thought I'd leave? But now I would, because I had to, because I'd flayed someone who mattered to me with hurtful words, because I'd mucked up my relationships here, burned my chances to the ground, because I hurt, because I was humiliated, because I was sick of being what everyone expected me to be. That one sounds good. The Beloved. The Beloved Wild. I like the sound of that one. It sounds good. Alright. Anyway, one more. This was not from the dollar store. Never mind, I lied. This was Goodwill. I'm not sure why I got it, but it's from Goodwill. So I'll save that one for my next haul. Alright, everybody, that's it. That's all of our books. That is the conclusion of our book haul. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. 10 books. I've got like 17 more, so I'll have to split those up into 2 as well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. If you are not subscribed and you want to come hang out with me again, and you feel inclined to do so, go ahead and hit that sub button too. If you're already subscribed and you continue to come back and watch, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me